Warner Brothers throws that certain Aquaman starlet under the bus, absolutely wrecking her case in order to salvage Aquaman 2. Yeah, Warner Brothers is freaking out, and they make it very, very clear that they pressured that certain Aquaman starlet to take their name out of all of this. Why? Because they know the damage that'll be done to Aquaman 2, Fantastic Beasts 3, and so much more. Yeah, Warner brings the house down with this brand new bombshell. Ah, fun times, huh? Fun times indeed. So hey there to all you fine folks on this fine day, by the way. I hope you are doing excellently. And Warner, they dropped a brand new bombshell. This bombshell, it sacrifices a certain Aquaman starlet, trying to distance Warner Brothers and Aquaman 2 from everything they've been doing, and they make sure to spell this out very, very concisely in this new bombshell filing. Why? Because they don't want to have to give deposition. That will damage Aquaman 2, but also that deposition would pop up right when Fantastic Beasts 3 is in the theaters. Can you imagine the amount of damage that would do? But listen to this stuff here. First bullet point, that certain Aquaman starlet was cast in both the film Aquaman and its sequel, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, otherwise known as Aquaman 2, and was paid for her services on both films per the terms of her contract. All right. Bullet point 1 there. Bullet point 2, that certain Aquaman starlet did not, notice that there, did not suffer any adverse employment action by Warner Brothers in connection with either Aquaman or Aquaman 2. And that's important that they note as well, because we keep hearing Aquaman thrown around. Well, that could have been either movie by that certain Aquaman starlet. Well, they say neither one of those was impacted because of any allegedly defamatory statement by, notice the parties that they add here, JD or Adam Waldman, that are alleged in her counterclaim. Now that's important too, because there are only 3 statements remaining that are attached to her case or the counterclaim. All of those belong to Adam Waldman. This is saying, yeah, you know what? She didn't get any damages from that whatsoever. So that is case dismissed. That certain Aquaman starlet's compensation for Aquaman or Aquaman 2 was not reduced because of the counterclaim statement. I wonder there too, with that wording, was it reduced for any other reason? Inquiring minds really do want to know. So that certain Aquaman starlet filmed Aquaman 2 between July 15th, 2021, November 16th, 2021. So there we have our proper time frame for all of this stuff too. Any alleged delay in picking up that certain Aquaman starlet's option for Aquaman 2 was due to creative issues in casting that certain Aquaman starlet in the role of Mira for Aquaman 2, which were communicated to that certain Aquaman starlet's agent at the time. Now, I've been thinking about the end of that statement, which were communicated to that certain Aquaman starlet's agent at the time, quite a bit lately, because what that tells me is that the counterclaim was filed with knowledge that there were problems, that the problems were caused by that certain Aquaman starlet, that she may indeed lose her job, and she was going to try to pass this off as JD's fault. If Warner Brothers hadn't come clean about that, she would have never ever told that. Yeah, that should say something, shouldn't it? Continuing, any alleged delay in Warner Brothers picking up that certain Aquaman starlet's option for Aquaman 2, so they're telling you right there that they did delay in picking her up, by the way, was not due to that certain Aquaman starlet's dispute with JD or to any of the allegations in this lawsuit, specifically including the counterclaim statements. So that right right there, that absolutely demolishes the counterclaim. But beyond that as well, that demolishes so many other claims that certain AQUAMAN starlet was making. And then finally here, Warner Brothers would not have paid that certain AQUAMAN starlet more money on AQUAMAN 2, even if that certain AQUAMAN starlet had had more time to attempt to renegotiate her contract. So they're telling you right there, too, that everything that the media was saying about that certain AQUAMAN starlet and AQUAMAN 2, how they were going to get paid more money, bukus. We saw so many articles about that. Yeah, that was a straight up lie. Now, additionally, Warner Brothers goes painstaking detail to distance themselves from that certain AQUAMAN starlet. And the reason that they're doing that, well, you can see it spelled out here. They're saying it's going to be damaging. There's going to be creation of sound bites there, and that's going to hurt us. Fascinating, isn't it? The company that trotted out Peter Safran, the producer of AQUAMAN 2, telling all of us, hey, we know what's best. You don't get to say. Now they're worried about damages. Listen to this here. Warner Brothers is a neutral, non-party with no side in this litigation. Yeah, firing one person, keeping the other on, yeah, that wasn't taking sides, right? And should not be forced into the position of creating immaterial sound bites about confidential aspects of its business. That is not the purpose of discovery. This is especially true in this highly publicized case, the trial of which is to be the subject of widespread attention and will be publicly televised. The potential harm to Warner Brothers is unjustified and wholly unnecessary, so they're telling you here, we need to get rid of that deposition. We don't need to be part of that trial, because if we do, well, this is going to do damage. Not just damage, but a lot of damage to our brand. So we're going to separate. We no longer have a side. We're no longer standing with that certain AQUAMAN starlet. Now, another piece of damage control that Warner Brothers desperately wants to pass off, and I find this hilarious, by the way, is the idea that they had no sway over that certain AQUAMAN starlet. We didn't tell her to drop her damages claims based on AQUAMAN 2. Now, you think about this. That certain AQUAMAN starlet tried to have a gag order put into this court case. We will never talk about AQUAMAN 2. Why? Because that could be damaging to that. Yeah, who do you think influenced that? Because it wasn't that certain AQUAMAN starlet. Listen to this, though. Plaintiff's opposition also groundlessly speculates, without any evidence, that Warner Brothers pressured or coerced the defendant into dropping her damages claims based on AQUAMAN 2. This provocative insinuation is not only insulting, it is untrue, and it has been expressly refuted by defendant's own counsel. They said it, so of course we couldn't have done it, right? Oh yeah, cue the laugh track, because that's pretty funny. There's a lot of other stuff in this too. Good stuff. Let me know if you'd like to read this on a live stream. But yeah, let me know what you think about this. And as always, I appreciate the heck out of you. You make this channel work, so thank you. Can't say that enough. Want to help out the channel, by the way. Links in the description. Check those out. We could always use your help. But you being here, that is the most help of all. So share this puppet everywhere. Everyone needs to know. Thank you, and we will see you soon.